Welcome to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Chrissy and Carrie.
Hello, junkies. I'm Carrie.
And I'm Chrissy.
Welcome to our episode today. How you doing over there, Chrissy?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. What are we talking about today, Chrissy?
Well, some dysfunctional situations that don't involve us firsthand,
Okay.
but we were witness to.
Okay.
And I know you've been having a little bit of trouble trying to remember one, although I
Yeah.
bet you've got them.
I'm sure I do.
They didn't impact you as much as I have a couple that seem to impact me.
Yeah.
a-
Maybe
a
something
lot.
will spark with me along the way.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I have a feeling we're going to say the same thing, but you go ahead.
I don't think we are. Yeah, what?
No, go. Okay, I'm out.
We had too much coffee and pulp and sugar and I don't know what today.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of all that sweets, I was going to say we got a little special thing coming up this weekend.
Yes.
It's Sweetest Day this weekend.
Shout out to Sweetest Day. That's in Northeast Ohio.
Right. So for some of our international listeners or our West Coast listeners, you have no idea what we're talking about. But
Well, if they listen to the Valentine's Day episode, they do.
that's right, because the Valentine's Day episode is still our number one episode.
It is.
And
it
you
is.
guys talked about
Sweetest Day.
and its evolution.
Yes. So,
Well, you helped us with that.
DJ Nick got the etology of it.
Thank you, Google, Gemini, whoever. Right?
Right.
The word of the day is etology.
Now that is a good one. Now I never heard of that one.
Isn't it etiology? Isn't how you say that?
Oh, Nick. God,
What's
you
he
and your
talking
doctorate's
about?
degree over there.
She had me at etology.
Is that like she had me at hello?
Yeah, she
Reference?
The
Okay,
word
so-
of the day is etology, no matter what Nick says.
Okay. DJ Nick, can you Gemini the word etology?
Yeah, we're curious. Well, we're thinking about Sweetest Day and what you need to buy me this weekend.
The cause or set of causes or manner of causation of a disease or condition.
Okay, so I guess I wasn't using a word right. I was thinking the origins of.
Well, and I think in general,
It's used in that.
It's more generic, but its original meaning was for the etiology of a disease. But
Yes.
people use it for as the cause or
Yes.
the attribution of cause or a reason for something or the beginnings of something. So yeah.
So you say it etiology, and I was saying etology.
Yeah.
And what does Gemini say the proper pronunciation is?
Does it tell you?
Well, usually it gives you
Well, let me see.
The start of something. The only thing I can think of is,
Adam and Eve.
no, the song.
What?
Gonna be starting something.
Oh, yeah. Now I got you.
Is that Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that's very much our
Etiology.
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 Okay.
So, well, who then? I can't remember which one of you said what.
I think she was right.
I think I said it right.
Yeah, you did. Because, yeah, you said
I
etol.
said
Bam!
etiology.
Yes.
So, yeah.
My little BA degree just trumped your little master doctorate degree. Wah.
So
Nice.
I will stay silent for the rest of the episode.
All right, enough goofing around there. So,
Yeah. So, Sweetest Day is coming up.
yeah. So happy Sweetest Day, Farm Boy Jim.
Aw. Well, happy
And-
Sweetest Day, DJ Nick.
And I'm going to throw a happy Sweetest Day out to my son and my grandchildren too. So love you guys.
Aw, to my kids, too. Love you, love you, love you.
There you go.
What
So
about our doggies? You love our doggies?
Well, geez, but Carrie got all kinds of pets she loves,
yeah,
too.
we'll be here for way too long if I list all that.
Yeah. Just everybody enjoy the day. Eat some
And-
candy.
Happy Sweetest Day to all our listeners. We love you guys.
Yes,
So
yes.
So I do believe that there's been an update to Wikipedia on Sweetest Day.
oh,
Because, we had talked in the previous episode how it's a Northeast Ohio thing. It actually
Yep.
started in Cleveland. Now, it's probably because people have moved from Ohio.
yeah.
All
It's
over.
now in Arizona and in Florida.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I bet you that's true. Actually, you know what it is? We have a lot of listeners in Arizona and Florida, and I think they listened to our episode, and now that's why they're celebrating it. That is why.
Hallmark needs to cut us a check.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
And it's now going to be an international holiday because all of our listeners in Pakistan and Sweden and Russia and Jamaica and Ireland and Singapore and Jamaica. Did I say Bahamas? I feel like I'm missing one.
United Kingdom,
United States.
Third Saturday in October, everybody.
That's right. Third Saturday of every October. So this year it's October 18th. So
yes,
there is our etiology of Sweetest Day. So,
yay.
But what our show's really about today is dysfunctional situations that we witnessed.
Yeah.
All right. So, Chrissy, you're going to have to start doing some talking, and I'm going to keep doing some soul searching. And because I feel like I was just the first hand of all dysfunctions in my life. So, I mean, just from everything. So, I can't think of secondhand situations.
Well, because, and I wonder if it had anything to do with the fact that you guys didn't talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah, I was apparently the elephant.
I don't know, but
right, you're right.
And we normalized everything. And since it looked like everybody was going to put on a good show, I sort of just sat back and watched.
Yeah, got the popcorn.
Yeah. So one I can remember, and I was fairly young, and this is a weird one, but it happened. My sibling chased after a neighbor in their car because they had gathered up some kittens from the neighborhood.
Oh.
And they were threatening to drown them because they were tired of the cats getting in their garbage, probably, or something like that. And we did have a lot of strays. We lived near a park.
Right.
And it seemed like it was fairly, especially of the time period, a popular place to, unfortunately, dump unwanted pets, especially cats. So we had a lot of stray cats around, and this neighbor just had enough. And they took the kittens, and they took them in the car, and my sibling wasn't having it. She chased after the car, and she threw herself on the hood.
Oh, my gosh.
And they drove off with her on the hood.
Oh.
Bye. Can I have your room? Can I have your dinner tonight? I mean, yeah, it was like
How far did they get with her on the hood?
To the park, I think.
That was like, what, a
She
quarter of a
probably
mile?
blocked, and they probably couldn't.
That was like a quarter of a mile.
It was we lived at our old house, so it was a little further, but we were just around the corner from where I was.
Oh, so it was
we
even
met.
farther.
A little bit,
God.
not much.
How
Not
fast
much
were
at
they
all.
going?
I don't think fast. I think he couldn't see. She was blocking. She was on the front, not like on the top. She was like literally
on the hood,
like blocking the window and everything.
Oh my gosh! Did she get the kittens?
Yeah, she was walking. Eventually, when we found her again, I mean, she's just like walking back, and she had I guess he
kittens.
sort of left them out the window.
Oh my gosh!
So,
oh, I'm proud of your sister. Go for her.
Well, okay.
Chrissy's like, well, you can take.
You
that
can
angle.
give her credit for that, I guess.
But that was a little, yeah.
Well, just sort of tells you about our parenting.
Yeah.
and I hate to say this, I give Dad an out. He wasn't home.
Oh. Okay, no, so you think if your dad was home, that wouldn't have happened? Or?
That would have been a whole different situation.
Oh, okay.
Whole different situation. Mom was home, though.
Oh.
I don't remember her involved at all. I think she was vacuuming. And I was just sitting there like, excuse me, I know I'm only like 4, but is the sibling supposed to be on the hood of that car? Because it don't look right, and there seems to be yelling happening, and she's swinging back and forth like an episode of Starsky and Hutch here. And
you know, that's kind of funny that you talk about that, because although I did not physically witness this because it happened during the night and I was asleep, but that's funny that jumping on the hood of a car was apparently the answer to things back in the day, because my dad stopped a guy from stealing my sister's car in the middle of the night because he heard something going on, and he went out and they were pulling out of the driveway, and my dad jumped on the hood or the car or tried to jump in the door of the car and ended up being drugged halfway down the road or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
To try to stop at the car. Like, who does that? Apparently our family members do.
The 70s rocked, man.
Yeah, it would have been 70s.
Oh, yeah. That was a thing. Because we watched all the TV shows. It was
right.
always on, people were jumping on cars.
That was the answer to things.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So-
I'm glad I missed that.
Yeah.
There's no jumping of cars on me. I'll call the police. I'm not going to jump on. I'll chase you down to get your license plate number as you're doing something, but I ain't jumping on no car.
Well, he knew he was going to eventually come back too because he lived in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it was your neighbor. You knew where they
Yeah, we knew who they were. It wasn't just some random guy. It was like, oh, look at there goes so and so.
Wow.
Seems to want to take your sister down to the park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
So bye, sibling. You swim, so you'll be all right.
Okay. So whatever happened to the kittens?
Oh, I don't know. They probably lived a long, healthy life in the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
eventually.
So they didn't become your house pets.
No.
Oh,
no. we had a cat
You
or
did.
two, but generally my father had a pretty big rule about because there were a lot of stray cats where we lived, and he really didn't even want you to feed them.
Yeah.
Because then they don't leave. So no, I don't remember bringing them, but I know there were other neighbors
Yeah.
that would feed cats. That's probably another reason. Not only were they abandoned near our homes, but then there were neighbors who were feeding them.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so something just sparked my mind that I can say I was a witness to, that I guess in hindsight I could say this was quite dysfunctional.
all right.
So, and it has a line to do with animals. We had 2 dogs growing up. One was a purebred collie and one was a mixed breed. And it was a collie, but it was a mixed breed collie. There was a lightning storm, thunder and lightning storm. So what was that phobia of lightning storms or something we talked
Yeah, we
about?
had that.
We had that. And we even-
Astro.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good job, Nick. Astrophobia. So anyways, the dog had run off, and so it was gone for a couple days, and we couldn't find the dog. So my mom told my dad to go to the pound and see if you can find our dog. And so he went to the pound, and he was all excited. He came home. He found our dog's name was Lady. He goes, I found Lady. And my mom and I go out in the garage, and we look at the dog, and we're like, that's not our dog.
Oh no.
It looked nothing like our purebred collie. I mean,
Right.
that's a pretty distinct look.
Yes,
okay.
it is. Not one you can generally
This
fake.
dog looked nothing like it. It was DJ Nick's dying.
I'm finding this actually a little unfortunate.
And he's like, we're like, it's got short hair even. And he's like, well, they probably shaved it. And we're like, it's like a Labrador retriever. It doesn't look anything like. And he was like, no, this is our dog. And we're like,
I'm sorry.
no. So we had to take the dog back to the pound. But because he had claimed ownership of this dog, he had to owner surrender this dog.
Oh no.
I know, but I mean, it's not like it's not like we had this dog for like a month and then he had to go find it. Like this dog was like 7 years old. It had been in the yeah, he didn't know what our dog looked like. He brought home the wrong dog.
Oh,
Did you ever find the real lady?
Yes, the
Okay.
real lady did end up coming back home like the next day or something like that. Somebody had found her and they, were keeping her safe until they found the owners or whatever. But yeah, that was something dysfunctional.
I guess it would be. Yeah, you brought home the
It's
wrong.
dysfunctional dads and dogs.
Oh, that'll be the episode title.
There you go.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Dads, dogs, and kitty cats on cars. So, okay. Yeah, that was this. Oh, that was the only thing I could relate to on that one.
Right. Well, that's dysfunctional. Yeah, I mean.
But wait, do you see a theme here? You were talking about the hood of the car, and it was related to my dad. And now we're talking about the cats, and it's related to my dad. The source of all dysfunction. So sorry, Dad. Love you, Dad. In heaven. So.
Well, you know what? That's you can't deny. Sometimes those dysfunctions, they just sort of roll where they're coming from.
Okay, I cannot wait to hear this next one you have on the list. You actually wanted to start to talk about it before we started rolling, and I was like, no, don't tell me. I want to hear this story live. So I have not heard this before. Chrissy, go.
This is a weird one.
It sounds it by
And
the,
I
what
think
you have
that
in your notes.
I might have been a participant at we're talking again, 4 or 5. 70s were just great. I mean, just great. A lot of you were not here, cannot remember any of it. They were great.
Yeah.
And this is why women getting together
Yeah.
in some weird fashion almost thought maybe we were at a Tupperware party.
Okay.
Just chicks everywhere,
Yeah.
you know. Mom chicks, though, like, you know, like housefraus and stuff like that. Women, you know.
What did you just say?
Housefraus, house women.
Housefraus?
Like Frau, you know, like German.
Oh.
Frau.
The word of the day is Hausfraus.
Frau versus Fraulein.
Okay.
Anyhow, my grandmother had this gathering of women, and I kind of had to look it up because I tried to ask the parental figure if they recalled this very...
Your mom?
Yes. I tried to ask her if she remembered this, and she didn't. And I'm thinking maybe because everybody was high. I tried to understand how this even came about, but I remember there was a gathering of women at my grandmother's house, and no men present at all, which somebody should have been figuring this whole thing out. Or I'm still, it's so hard to explain. And there was a lead woman there, like the charge. I don't know how to even explain what she was.
Do you think they were having a party where it was like a multi-level marketing selling of some product party?
It wasn't a selling thing.
Okay.
It was an experience.
Okay.
Again, this is just so weird. Everybody there was at the understanding. I don't know if she was some sort of psychic.
Okay.
But I didn't see any fortunes being told. And I just remember she had interaction with my grandmother.
Okay.
Who was legally blind. Now, that doesn't mean she couldn't see anything. Her blindness. My grandmother was legally blind.
Okay.
So she could see shadows and things like that. She was a very bad diabetic.
Okay.
And in that time period, didn't have a lot of the treatments we have now. Thank goodness for treatments and all of that. But so this woman did something with my grandmother, and it was explained then that my grandmother all of a sudden had clear sight.
From that day forward?
No.
Oh, just during this moment?
Just within a moment.
Oh.
And the one thing she was like yelling, and this is a little traumatic for me.
Yeah.
She wanted them to bring me to her. Because her sight probably was really bad by the time I came on the scene.
Right.
And I did spend a lot of time with her because she would babysit me before I kind of went to school.
Aww.
So they kind of like dragged me over there. I mean, this sounds a little bit like Rosemary's Baby. I mean, it's a little bit weird. It's a little scary. And they had to put me in front of my grandmother, and she was caressing, my head. And according to her, she could finally have a clear picture of what I looked like.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild, weird. Wow. Why am I here? Wow. What's everybody drinking? Wow. Why did this happen? So I was looking this up.
Okay.
Because I was like, is this something that was going on in the 70s?
Yeah.
You hear about the key parties?
Yeah.
Remember people would swap wives?
Uh-huh.
I'm like, is this some other weird kind of event?
What did you find?
Well, there is something that mentions that there is like a time period where in the 70s, it was like considered a feminist spirituality movement.
Wow.
Where women would get together, I guess. Goddess worship, women participated in rituals and worship that honored the divine feminine.
This sounds like a Wiccan party.
Yeah, but I don't know that your grandmother was up to that with that stuff.
No, but she probably heard, or somebody who was able to convince her that this is something she should do.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody else probably had an experience with this.
Right.
Yeah.
And said...
That's how it starts. It's like a chain letter.
Yeah. And they're like, you really should see if this is something that would mean something to you.
Literally.
And
she should see.
And they're like, okay, yeah, sign me up.
I'm not getting it.
So...
I'm saying...
You should see.
You
will see. You will see.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to me, Chrissy. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm still freaking out about this. All these years, like 50 or 49 years later.
So you remember going in front of your grandmother and her being like, I see you.
Yeah, it was freaky.
Wow.
And it's not to say anything negative about the other children that were in her group of grandchildren. No. I think it was just because I was the last one.
And she had never really
seen me as much as, Right. I don't even remember if my sisters were at the party or my cousins. I don't remember.
You were too traumatized by the fact that this happened. You blocked everything out except for that.
Yeah, it was
and there was probably no TV there, so you had to participate.
Well, yeah, there were rules back then. Like if you had so many people in the house, the TV had to be off, type thing, I think. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
No TV. And it was in the evening, so like no Sesame Street, which was really lousy, but.
No Gilligan's Island, no Jetsons.
No. So this was really weird. And I can only imagine that it maybe had something to do with this. Like there was a woman who was like, really, checking into her feminine side. And sort of promoted that she had these capabilities to sort of help
healing
people.
powers.
Yeah. So it's in that psychic group.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing to correlate to that one.
It's weird.
I don't either.
Somebody, please. Why was I involved in these weird things?
Because you're special.
I'm so special. Thank you. Yeah, please, anybody out there who kind of has any idea at all as to what I experienced, I so welcome your input, please.
It sounds like one of those things that you used to see, like, I'm sure there was an episode like on Little House on a Prairie. I know, like, I think Pete's Dragon has a scene of this or whatever, where there's the person that comes through town and does the miracles, and they get people to, all come around and, they're healed. And the person gets up and walks and kind of like, you know what I'm talking about?
A snake oil salesman.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the Michael Jackson Say video with Paul McCartney.
Oh, where they pretend to be healed. Yeah, they're selling
elixirs. Yes.
Yeah.
So I wonder what elixirs they were taking during that party.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I don't even know why we were involved in this. And
it was a girls' night out. It was a girls' night out in the 70s.
It was like the lamest girls' night out. Girls' night in with no men at the house. It just didn't seem.
Yeah.
It seemed like you kind of think if this is what women are doing when they're getting together, I mean, this is ridiculous. You guys need to play bridge or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is lame. It was weird. It was very weird.
Yeah, I'm sure that there was a lot that I was secondhand to witness, but it's been trumped by all the firsthand dysfunction I had to experience. So,
well, I can understand that.
Yeah,
I get it.
So,
yeah, my stuff's a lot of witnessing. Not that things didn't directly happen to me. We've discussed already, and I'm sure we will discuss more as time goes on. But yeah, I mean, your family didn't have some weird stuff going on. You had a lot of family, way bigger than me. I had such a smaller number, and they were that kind of weird. You would think that
Chrissy's directing these questions over at DJ Nick.
Yeah, there'd be more weirdness in numbers. Like he had the percentage
the opportunity would be more, right?
Yeah.
I hear you. He's moving his seat. He's getting in close.
I really can't think of anything.
Nothing
on the order of that.
Yeah, really. Just you. Chrissy's good at her observation skills. So
I really can't think of any. I mean, there's plenty of nuttiness in the group, but
that's all right.
Well, here's another real quick story.
Okay, good.
Because it came up the other day, and I don't know why. But when we were talking about the fair.
The Canfield Fair.
Fair and just fairs in general.
Yeah.
And this is going to date a lot of things. But we're talking about the 70s. But this was actually in the 80s. A weird thing I witnessed and then was forced to participate in is that this performer, a comedian, Red Skelton.
Oh, yeah.
If nobody knows who I'm talking about.
I know. I served him dinner.
When he was at the fair?
When he was at the fair.
Oh, my God. So you get it.
I know it.
Okay, so he's at the fair.
Explain to listeners who may not know who Red Skelton is.
He was a comedian and an actor. Yeah. I would say
he had a variety show of his own.
Yeah,
Was it late 60s, early 70s, or
might be before that?
Okay.
I mean, and he had a certain character. Freddie the Freeloader.
Okay,
was the character he sort of played. He was a Freemason, which now involved my father.
Yes.
And he was the highest degree Freemason, which is 33rd, I believe.
Okay.
My father was 32nd.
Oh,
but
okay.
Admirer of 33rd degree Masons and admirer of Red Skelton. And I have a little fondness for him because I enjoyed watching his stuff because my father would watch them.
Yeah.
So I liked watching those with him. So he performed at the Canfield Fair.
Yes, he did.
And we had tickets to see that. And my mother was there. My father used to do security and stuff a lot for the fair. So I think he was already kind of there, but behind the scenes type thing.
Your dad might have been the cop that escorted me over with Red Skelton's dinner.
You never know. Could be
6 degrees of separation. You never know.
I don't know what happened with my mom. She lost her mind, but the show was over. And my mother dragged me. A lot of times my mother would drag me places and tell me we need to do this. This being one of those situations. We jumped a fence to get to his trailer.
Yeah, because his trailer was on the inside of the track.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Did you go knock? Did you make it to the trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And she forced us in. Very nice. We didn't get jumped or anything. It was horrific. His guy, and then she's like, oh, Chrissy, it's Red Skelton. Don't you know what I mean? Okay. Why did we just commit what seems to be a crime?
So you actually got to his trailer, to the door. Did you get inside the trailer? You were in the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, and he was in there?
Yeah. It was after his show. It was so, Carrie, it was so wrong. Well, you take this, try to think. Do you remember how old you were? Because that will help me remember how old. Were you 10?
Oh, no.
8 or 10?
Oh, no. I was working the food stand that was underneath the grandstand, and I was 14.
Oh, my God. Were we really that old?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I should have known better. I should have said, you go. Why did I get pulled into
because I think the youngest you could be to work because I worked for a concession company and they owned all the concession stands that were underneath the grandstand there. It was my first year I was old enough to work there. And so I know I was 14.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, and that would have been.
You really. Yeah. I feel even more ridiculous now. I really wish you would have, because I'm like, what were we, 8 or 10?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I really needed a place to go back home. So I was just like,
I can't believe. So your mom and you jumped the fence.
Well, she dragged me.
I know, but what I'm saying is physically had to go over the fence.
Yeah, there was no way for you to get to him after.
My God.
They were
I wish I could have
stage.
seen Jano cup of the fence.
She's like, we'll just go over this way. I'm like, that looks dangerous. No.
So I'm looking this up. And it says he performed at the Canfield Fair in 1975.
No,
he did it. No,
he did it.
He
again.
did it. He did another one because
it has to be. It's
in
the 80s.
He may have been the opening performer for something else or whatever, but no, he was there because because my mom had explained to me, and at the time I was like, oh, I said, I came home and I went, Mom, I got to serve dinner to this guy, that he was the performer. His name is Red Skelton. She goes, oh, he's like a clown. That was how she described him to me, meaning a comic.
Are you sure you're not seeing that?
No, he was definitely there because that was the only summer that I worked the Canfield Fair, because after that is when I was in that traveling band and going to high school and everything. So I only worked for the fair one summer, and it was that summer.
But I'm wondering if he was there in 75 also. Maybe that's
he may have very well been.
Oh, sure.
Maybe that's, you were 3 years old and she was dragging you to his trailer.
No, for some reason I feel like
no. I bet you it was this time because So what year would if we were 14 and we were born in 72? What does that make it?
86.
86. Yeah.
I'm just trying to read on this.
Maybe it was 13 then because it was before.
Yeah, the only one that's popping up is his that would have been 50 years ago. He was at the Canfield Fair.
No, he was definitely, but like I said, maybe he wasn't the main performer. Maybe he was like I said, an opener or something, but he was definitely there. So
yeah, it's weird because it's really kind of hard to see here. But yeah, he was definitely.
No, it was definitely. Yep. Because I remember he ordered his dinner. We took him the steak hoagie sandwiches and French fries. And I think we even took him a funnel cake. We had to take that. And I remember they had a cop that came and walked us. We had to walk across the track over to the inside. I can see his trailer and everything that we went to. And I remember handing it to him. And he was like very sweet and everything. But I was just like, this old man, I don't know who this is, you know. And so when I went home, I'm like, I don't know. I got picked to go take Red Skelton. My mom's like, oh, that's really good. Yeah, he's like a clown. And I'm like, he didn't look like he was dressed like a clown.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
In my mind, I'm thinking clown.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he was a comic.
Yeah, he was. But he had Freddie the Freeloader was a clown type character he did. Mm-hmm. And I'm betting if my father, because he did work the fair security a lot, he probably requested and pretty much forced himself on that detail.
That detail, yeah.
Because he really admired him. So, but yeah, it was a little bit humiliating.
But that's funny that our lives crossed.
Probably we'll find out as time goes on more than that.
Yes. So that is really interesting. So we want to hear your stories. What things did you witness?
What things did your parents drag you over fences for? And stop, drop, and roll.
Hey, in the meantime, we just want to remind all of you that in the month of October, Junkies Care is supporting the United Way of Wayne and Holmes Counties in Worcester, Ohio. They do a fabulous job of supporting many different organizations in the community, from the Salvation Army, Goodwill, the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. They also help with emergency sheltering and so much more. So we really want to give a shout out to them. We are sponsors for their Heart and Goal 2025 5K and 1 mile spooky sprint. That's going to be on Saturday, October 25th in the historic downtown Worcester area. Chrissy and I will be there. We're still working on our costumes, but we will be there. I'm going to probably try to run in the race, and we'll be there. Hope to meet any of you, all of you that come out and support this great organization.
Yes, thank you.
In the meantime, if you ever have any questions about Dysfunction Junkies, want to see where we're going to be, who we're supporting, or want to read our blog, I have my blog on there that's called The Elephant Speaks. Chrissy's working on her blog, adding to it, but that all can be found on our website, which is dysfunctionjunkiespodcast.com.
Yes.
Alrighty, everyone. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.